I got 45 ways that Vegas needs to change things. Delivered by you and some of you over on Twitter, over on my community wall here, and I'm going to read them all to you. So you're going to be in my video now. We're going to shout you out for responding and following me. How's it going, guys? My name is Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. I'm a Vegas blogger. Like, share, subscribe, bang the bell for future notifications. Those are called the call to actions. We have to do them. Leave us a comment below. The one thing Vegas needs is blank. One thing Vegas needs is blank. Fill in the blanks if you didn't get to respond in this one, because we're going to be calling you guys out and shouting you out in these videos. We're going to go straight to the explainer screen in a moment. Subscribe to this channel for Vegas news, analysis, short films on the city, live streams, and much, much more. We got lots of stuff coming up. We got a video on what New Year's Eve looked like pre-COVID, what the fireworks display looked like. We got that coming up from a subscriber. If you have any old home videos you want to send me an email. StevenJ@notleavinglasvegas.com. I can feature you here on the channel as well. We'll get interactive here. All right, so let's go to the explainer screen and zibidazappadoo-wow, as they say over on Review Tech USA. We're going to scroll in a little bit. So I asked on Twitter, want to be in a Vegas YouTube video? Complete this sentence and follow me on Twitter, and I'll read the best replies. I'm going to read all the replies. I don't know how long this will take. The one thing Vegas needs is blank. Also, everyone going to say resort fees. I only use that reply once in the video. Chris Fortier says, the return of gorgeous ladies of wrestling. I didn't even know that was a thing. Shows, gambling, and wrestling. She used to say, shows, gambling, wrestling, Vegas style. Look at that. If that's a thing, can we do that? Would it be gorgeous ladies of wrestling nowadays? They would change the term somehow. It would be different. Mr. Lista says, one thing Vegas needs is me. I can't wait to get back there. Stealth says, moving walkways that actually move. This is a major problem here. We have a major issue with walkways that don't move. I figure it's a combination of the heat and the dust and the air and the fact that there's, on an average day, at least pre-COVID, there was something in the neighborhood of like, what, 250,000 people here on any given day. I don't know what it is now. It's a little less. Darcy Koch says more buffets to open up. And Hayward Bronco says better transit on the strip and to downtown. The Deuce is the world's slowest bus. That's a good point. If you look at the way that transportation in Vegas is lined out. The Deuce and the SDX, the express buses, are fairly recent additions. They had strip buses before, but they're limited by the traffic. Now, I don't know why they don't run parallel to the strip on either Industrial or in the back on Koval. Well, that's because those are not all the way through lanes. Then you'd have to get off the strip. So best thing is just you could take the monorail if you wanted to. You have to get off the strip to get away from the traffic. And speaking of traffic on the strip, the traffic's going to be great this weekend. I'm going to be out there this weekend. I'm going to be doing a stream up near Resorts World. And so check it out because our channel sponsor, Pinay Magazine, is actually at Resorts World. They're on the side of the building. Resorts World is an awesome host to them. What is Pinay Magazine? Well, Pinay Magazine is actually an Ethereum company. They're an Ethereum company who are validators on the Ethereum blockchain on Ethereum 2.0. What they do is they aim to showcase the global Pinay to the world. And Pinay is a woman of Filipino origin. And so what they do is they're showcasing global Pinays. The next issue is going to have Pinays from North America with future issues from Australia, New Zealand, the EU, the UK, and the GCC countries. That's the Gulf coalition of countries. That's places in Dubai, Saudi Arabia, and that kind of thing. So they buy that side of Resorts World once out of the month or once a week out of every month for the whole year. And they started up today when the clock struck 12. So make sure you check them out if you're here in town. And also from my wife, who's also a Filipina. So she has VegasFaceMask.com. The Knights are going to get better, folks. If you're a Knights fan, all the injuries are coming back, but go Knights go. We have dozens and dozens of different types of patterns with solid colors, all handmade by my wife, from the first cut of fabric to when she puts them in the mail bag and I take them to the actual post office. No nose wire, goes around the back of your head, not your ears. Buy 4, get 1 free for the Christmas season. VegasFaceMask.com. No S at the end. 2 for $25, free shipping. All right, so we'll go back to our explainer screen here. So MN Prime, is that Minnesota Prime? Minnesota, relevant college sports back. Oh man, you're hurting for the days of Jerry Tarkanian, huh? There's Jerry Tarkanian Way here. It's one of the roads that runs parallel to the 215 Beltway. We don't have a great college sports program at UNLV right now. Maybe that gets better because they're playing at Allegiant. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. We're going to continue on reading, and we're going to get to your solutions. Some of these, I'm sure, can be oddball solutions, like the wrestling, the glow. We're going to get over to what we have over here on the YouTube wall in a second, okay? More teachers in schools, Darren Constantine says. You know, we have a big stadium for the Raiders to play in, but we don't have a very good situation with our schools. Thide Runner says, to actually care about customers like they used to, now it's just Atlantic City in the desert. Ooh, ouch. You know, my friend who was from Atlantic City, he once told me, he said Reno is like the Atlantic City of the West. I don't know if that's true or not. But that's a slight on Reno. Reno's a nice city, I'm sure. I've only been there a few times in the airport. Man, I don't know. That's a good point. What do you think? Do you think we should care about customers more? Jennifer D says, a lottery. We got a Simpsons gif. Who wants lottery tickets? And what is going on here? Is Homer getting hit with a brick? I don't understand. I've watched a lot of Simpsons. I think that's from the one called The Lottery. Verna says escalators at work. Yes, Verna, absolutely. Verna, your Ethereum loan should be back. I have to check on it. I'll send you an email tonight. William Roberts says microchip factory. William's referring to the idea that we should get more tech in Vegas, which would give us a more white collar kind of situation, which would be better for us because we could survive fluctuations in the market more, and when gamblers aren't here, would be better off. Laura Levitt says a comprehensive plan for mental health and homeless services. Laura is right. I am, some people, you guys think you know my politics, but I'm right on the side of we're the richest nation in the world. When I see homeless folks that just need mental medications and they come out of prison being medicated and they're kind of normal and then they deteriorate, breaks my heart. And I agree. Homeless services are a problem here too. Tony Shea says more sin in Sin City. FLV says to get rid of masks. Listen, FLV, I mean, a lot of people are upset. Gamblers don't come wearing these things, but we got to wear them. And so this is where you go. Now, Steven, you sell the masks, you hypocrite. Well, nobody likes wearing these. You think my wife likes to do her makeup for an hour and then have to cover it all up with a mask? We do them because people need them. But if we didn't sell them, we wouldn't wear them. And then we would be like, oh, I don't have to go back and get a mask. Sugar Butt Stardust replies, amen. Inigo Montoya says, Mo cow. I can't do the Christopher Walken voice. Got a fever. And the only solution is Mo Cowbell. Can't do it. Sorry, guys. Can't do the Arnold voice. Mo Cowbell, yeah. Casa de Las Vegas says, Waffle House and Portillo's. Do we not have a Portillo's in Vegas or a Waffle House? I guess not. Ezekiel says more Korean barbecue. We do have some Korean barbecue places, mostly off the strip. You got to go into Chinatown. There's some places out on the town square has Korean barbecue. Or the west side of town has Korean barbecue. Pocket Deuces Never Loses says less Canadians moving here. Oh, that's a shot against me. You just insulting me. Because I'm Canadian. Thanks, Pocket Deuces Never Loses. Big Shoots says legal sports gambling affiliates in Minnesota. Yeah, it'll never happen. Your best bet is that you go something like DraftKings, and I know they want to get into Vegas big time. And then you also have like William Hill. Sometimes they run affiliates, but they're not the same as here, I don't think. Rick says best places to eat after midnight since the pandemic. It's been horrible. This city turned into a not 24-hour town. During the pandemic, everything started closing early. Now your best bet at 24-hour places is just fast food. So Rick, I feel you, man. Michael Brunson, one thing Vegas needs is to get back to being a legit 24-hour town. Following up on that, again, we used to have it. We used to have the 24-hour town where you would absolutely be able to go anywhere. Walmarts are open 24 hours a day. Now they're open till 11. I agree, and I want that because sometimes I'm up super late. Barry McCulkiner says, more paint bucket drummers. Do we really need more paint bucket drummers? I don't know, man. Oh, gosh. He's got a circle at least. This guy's not on the main strip. We've seen more on the main strip lately, by the way. Michael says working escalators. And is that Doc Emmett Brown or Bernie Sanders? I don't know. Zachary wants the Raiders to leave. Ouch. Why? What's wrong with the Raiders, man? They bring a big boon to the city financially. I'm not a Raiders fan. I want them to win, but I'm a Niners guy, but I don't watch football, so who cares? I know the Raiders are Always fighting for a playoff spot. Mark Francom says, tons of rain to get out of the drought. So funny thing about that is that our drought comes from what happens upstream on the Colorado River and all the tributaries. So, the drought and all that stuff, the conditions that hit Alberta, Montana, all the way down into Colorado, all feed into the problem. So even if it rained here for, 40 days and 40 nights, it probably wouldn't really solve the drought. We need it to rain in other places. Tony also says more cowbell. We got 2 more cowbells and 3 escalators. Loaded Lions. I had to look this up. I guess Loaded Lions might be some kind of an NFT. So Loaded Lions, we're giving away 3 Loaded Lions NFTs. So we need more NFTs in Vegas. Maybe I should start an NFT. I don't know. Tim says actual places to eat after 10 p.m. There's places. 10 p.m. is pretty early. And Dwarf Shortage says a decent pint of Guinness. You can go over to, there's a place called McFadden's by the Tropicana you might like. On Tropicana by the Orleans. Show more replies. Get rid of select the C word. There's always that. All right, so that's our... Man, we're already 11 minutes into this. Let's head on over to see what people said over here on our community wall here on YouTube. So Bree says, a modern traffic control system, the cycling of traffic lights is too long. This is why there are so many red light runners. Further signal delays are then added to accommodate red light runners. The current traffic control system feels like it's from the 60s. So yeah, we have, they're testing some parts of the city, I think, with modern day traffic control systems. That's where it actually signals based on what the traffic conditions are like. For example, some of it is so old and stupid and decrepit. When you're on Harmon, you're trying to cross from the Miracle Mile shops over to the Marriott Grand Chateau. If you don't press that, the walk signal, it never goes. You will sit there forever because they don't want to have a walk signal going when there's no people. But yeah, you're correct. And also the problem is construction. I have had a few times where around my neighborhood, since they're doing construction, the construction crews turn off the go signal. Like the light will stay red for hours on end. It never goes green. And I've had to call the city more than once and say, hey, you guys screwed up the traffic control. How dare you? Okay, a few cat-friendly hotels and casinos. I would stay longer than a couple of days. Dave, that's true. Do you have cat-friendly, like a cat sitter where you live? There is a place out here called All About Cats, and they'll board your cats, and they're focused just on cats. It's a great vet, and I recommend them. They're our vet. Donna Vasquez says healthy food on the strip. Some healthy options out there, but I see what you're saying, yeah. Not a lot of vegan options and stuff. Chris says pontoon. It's a form of blackjack played everywhere in the world except for North America. I didn't know that. We might have to look at banned casino games in Vegas on the channel, so subscribe to the channel. Tony says more cowbell. I wonder if Tony is one of these people over here saying more cowbell, just saying it twice. Daber says better lane dividers. It's hard to see at night. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Could be. We tear up our roads here so often, and I don't have great night vision to start with. Luke says no masks and cheaper cannabis. I don't know what the market is for that. Tell me in the comments below. Kelly Rusk says humanity. Ooh, tough. Yeah, I think about that sometimes. Chuck says remove BMS from downtown Old Strip area. Oh, bums. Okay, you mean homeless people. I see them in circles meant for street performers begging for money. Plus, they tend to gamble inside the casinos, making the casino smell worse. Chuck, I think we should look at the problem and not just try to make a solution, because when you move the homeless from one place to another, it's tough for them. They're human beings, and we have to be human towards them and say, why are they in that situation? How can we help them? But Chuck, that's what Chuck says. I respect that. Austin Masia says Korean and Japanese barbecue. We covered that just now. Priscilla says more jobs, and somebody replied, no, more strip clubs. Gosh, you guys are great. So you tell me what Vegas needs. I thought it would be fun to read your comments here and kind of react to them a little bit. I don't know if that was interesting for you. If it is, I could do a follow-up and we can talk some more. But be sure to subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching us today on Not Leaving Las Vegas. I appreciate you guys. If you've heard a scratching noise to this point, I want to point out it's my black cat. He's trying to get in here, and we'll have him on camera, but just not right now, because that is the time of the video where I say check out our channel sponsors, Pinay Magazine, VegasFaceMask.com, and Not Leaving Crypto. Also check out us over on Twitter, Not Leaving LV, if you guys want. Like, share, subscribe. You're the best part of my day. Now's the time of the video where I say 3, 2, 1, click. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, and click.